Okay, we did get interrupted there, Curtis, but hopefully we are back live. So we said the Seabrook Board of Selectmen voted some outdoor water use restrictions yesterday, and I know that you came into the office with some new drought data. What can you tell us about the drought data?
That the drought data is updated every Thursday, and when it was updated this Thursday, it's gone from a moderate drought to a severe drought in southern Rockingham County, which includes us here in the town of Seabrook.
Right, and so I know yesterday when you were before the board, we talked about how the winter had affected system capacity. Can you talk about that a little bit? What the maximum amount we were able to pump last year versus what we could pump this year?
Last year at this time we had the ability to pump 2.9 million gallons a day in a 24-hour period, and today we only have the capability of pumping 2.3 million gallons a day in a 24-hour period. We were short 10 inches of rain and precipitation in 2016, and it appears we're short another 10 inches so far in 2015, and we had a very mild winter with no snow cover. So that's equate to very little, if any, groundwater recharge. It is, as you know, Town of Seabrook is dependent on groundwater wells.
Right, and that was going to be my next question, but that explains how we started from a less of a position of strength. How about in terms of current demand increases? So I know that in the summer, obviously, Town of Seabrook pumps more. What did we see in June?
This June we see a 11% increase over last June, which he figures out to be 4 million gallons more than we saw last year. We've seen some additions to development on Route 1 and even outside of Route 1 in housing developments, in the addition of irrigation systems.
Yeah. So those demand increases, I know that obviously we're going to supply the fire department with everything they need, but I do know that there was a significant fire in Seabrook. That one fire alone, you told the board yesterday, utilized how much water?
The information I received is they had 4 aerial trucks on the scene, and for that particular fire, we estimated they used 500,000 gallons of water. Our daily pumpage right now is about 1.6 million, so that's a pretty good percentage of our daily water use.
Yeah, that's obviously we're going to provide the water there as we need it, but certainly a significant strain in terms of percentage. So let's talk about what the restrictions that the Board of Selectmen voted yesterday. What kind of restrictions are we talking about? Outdoor usages, non-primary usages. Can you talk a little bit about that?
It restricts all outside water usage, with the exception of watering with small handheld containers for your vegetable needs.
Yeah, and so those exceptions to the rule might be for a vegetable garden, but you still couldn't apply a hose to it. You would have to use small water buckets.
No hoses.
No hoses. That's the thing. No irrigation systems.
No irrigation systems.
Okay, that's very important. So let me ask you, when we impose these types of restrictions, yeah, we really do need a good rainstorm, and one of our watchers just said that, and that's the truth. Curtis has been asking for rain for some time now. Are these restrictions effective in terms of suppressing demand a little bit?
Yes, they are, and we're going through the educational process right now. This is part of it, where we educate the community about the issues and the need for restriction. We're going to get the word out through newspapers and social media. And at some point, my people will be out during the day. They might even be out on weekends or even nights making contact with folks. Anybody that's out watering, they'll be, spoken to, and if it gets consistent where we have to talk to the same people over again, then there's the possibility of fines or having the water terminated.
Yeah, so both fines and potential water termination for those that don't take the restriction seriously are potentials. The fine could be $100.
Yes.
Yeah, so Curtis, if folks have concerns or questions about particulars, is it possible for them to call your office? They certainly can call mine, the town manager, Bill Manzi, but if they want to call the water office, what is that number? 603?
Yeah, 603-474-9921.
Okay, and they can talk to somebody at the water office with questions. I intend, and I think it'll be on the town website, it'll be on your Facebook page, and I will post an exact copy of the ordinance as passed by the selectmen on the town website, probably within the next half hour. We'll have some electronic signage going up as well, and hopefully get the word out that way. But this video is an attempt to reach the public, and we'll have this on Facebook and on the town website as well. So, Curtis Slayton, a tough job in these drought conditions. We appreciate everything you do, and thank you for doing the video.
Thanks.
Okay.